Now, in this new theory, in this new socio-sexual hierarchy theory, um, it does a much better job of describing people who appear to have alpha traits, but do not attempt to dominate others. Another example from TV would be that of Ned Stark from Game of Thrones. Ned Stark, powerful man, very competent, but he was the chosen hand of King Baratheon, and he was happy there. He was happy to be the one to have the back of King Baratheon, even though he in the end failed. But he was happy. We can give other examples too. For example, from The Sopranos, Silvio Dante, the consigliere of Tony Soprano. He is a quintessential Bravo man. His job in the TV show was to enforce and make sure that Tony Soprano's will got completed. And in the whole run of that series, we never saw Silvio ever try to usurp the office power. And this is something also that is quintessentially a Bravo trait. They never wish to gain the power that the alpha has because they know that the alpha is the one with the vision and that their skills are better used as enforcers of that alpha's vision. Basically, Bravos to the right alpha are force multipliers by an exponential amount. An alpha that has chosen a careful group of Bravos to bring his will to fruition has a much higher chance of making that vision come true. Now, we come to the Delta male. Now, the Delta male, he is pragmatic, mentally well-adjusted, and what they do, generally speaking, is that they draw genuine pride and self-worth, from the work that they do for the society, and even more so, the stability that they bring to their family. Generally speaking, Delta males are good-natured. They don't have a vision or a grand design that they wish to make reality. They're reliable, trustworthy, tactful, and also intelligent. Now, the Alpha and the Bravo are never afraid of confrontation, ever. The Delta, however, is also not afraid of confrontation, but it will not be his first go-to method. They will confront, they will engage in confrontation if the situation calls for it, but they don't, it is not in their nature to be that sort of will-imposing man. Now, unlike alphas and bravos, who may be too consumed with trying to bring the alpha's vision to fruition, the Delta man actively makes time for his family. And in fact, they prioritize, which makes the Delta male quite possibly the best husband or father. Because two of the common downsides to having, say, an alpha or a bravo as a father or a husband is absenteeism, where they're just simply not there, where they're too busy out trying to make that will come true, or they are prone to adultery because women find traits that the alpha and Bravo have attractive. Deltas, however, all they want is the basic recognition and acknowledgement for the competence that they bring to an organization, a society, a village, a country. It doesn't matter. All they want is the basic recognition. Now, these men deltas, they're willing to make fair compromises, and are arguably the main reason why a society will fail or thrive, because the large majority of men in any given society will fall into the category of delta. Not Bravo, not Alpha, not the other ones too, but the large majority of men will fall into the category of delta. There you are, construction. There you are, software development. There you are, train operators. There you are, baristas even. Basically, it is through their directed mental energy that society functions. They're the ones who make everything happen. And they're happy doing that. Now, let's think of some examples. Well, let me give you some examples of some delta males. And again, from TV, right? Think of Walter White from Breaking Bad before he was diagnosed with cancer. What was his grand vision? He didn't have one. He just wanted to be a quiet chemist teacher, take care of his family. Think of Marshall from How I Met Your Mother. He just wanted to be a good lawyer and love his wife and have lots of children with him. Even from shows like The Wire, which Black people enjoy a lot, Carver and Kirk, they were not Alpha. They were not Bravo. They were Delta. They followed orders, and they were happy following orders. And it can be argued that Carver later on developed some Bravo and Alpha traits, but in the first few seasons, he was 100% Delta.